You're lying in the dark and it starts again. That scene, that conversation, that precise moment from 5 years ago when you should have spoken but stayed silent, or when you spoke and wish you hadn't. It plays across the ceiling like a projector that refuses to shut off. You try to sleep. You try to think about tomorrow. But your mind drags you backward, grips you by the throat, and forces you to relive the same mistake, the same humiliation, the same heartbreak on repeat. You tell yourself it's over, that it doesn't matter anymore, yet your body doesn't listen. Your heart races, your stomach tightens, the shame feels immediate, as if it's happening again right now. Why does the most advanced biological machine in existence waste its energy resurrecting what no longer exists? Why do we haunt ourselves with ghosts? You've been told it's unresolved trauma. You've been told to just let it go, as if you're holding a bag you can drop at will. That advice misses the point. You are not holding the bag, you are inside it. Your brain isn't broken, it's attached. You are not simply trapped by memory, you are bonded to it. A primitive part of you prefers the misery you recognize to the freedom you cannot predict. The known hell feels safer than an unknown heaven. Your brain does not care about happiness, it cares about survival. To a survival machine, uncertainty is danger. The unknown is where predators hide, where terrain shifts, where outcomes cannot be calculated. The past, no matter how painful, is certain. You survived it. That makes it, in primitive terms, safe. So when you imagine a future where you change, take risks, adopt a new identity, your brain detects instability. It sees blank space. It sounds alarms. To protect you from uncertainty, it retreats to what it already understands. It replays the old scenes not to torture you, but to anchor you. It whispers, "Stay here. We know this territory. We know how to endure this pain. Don't step outside the walls." This is why people remain in jobs they hate and return to partners who damage them. Familiar suffering feels predictable. Your brain is a prediction engine. When it cannot forecast who you are becoming, it overlays the present with archived data. Your boss inherits your father's criticism. Your partner carries the shadow of your first rejection. You are not fully in this year. You are inside a simulation stitched together from fragments of years ago. When you feel the pull to obsess, understand it isn't proof that you are broken. It's evidence that you are afraid. If you release the old story, who are you? If you are no longer the betrayed one, the one who failed, the misunderstood one, what remains? A blank slate terrifies the ego because it removes identity built from pain. And here's something more unsettling. You are not remembering the past accurately. Memory is not a recording, it is reconstruction. Each time you revisit a moment, you rebuild it. You edit it with your current mood and beliefs. If you feel insecure today, you rewrite the memory to make yourself smaller. If you feel depressed, your history darkens. You are not recalling the original event, you are recalling the last edited version of it. A copy of a copy, distorted by repetition, yet you treat it as absolute truth. The mind clings especially to what feels unfinished. Regrets and failures are open loops. The brain dislikes unresolved tasks, so it replays them, hoping to fix the ending. At 3 a.m., you argue with ghosts, trying to win battles that ended years ago. But analysis is not action. Thinking about the fire does not extinguish it. Rumination only creates the illusion of progress while keeping you stationary. Beneath the psychology lies biology. Every thought triggers chemistry. Repeatedly relive rejection, and your body releases the same stress hormones as if rejection is happening again. Over time, your body becomes accustomed to those chemicals. That emotional state becomes baseline. If you suddenly experience peace, your system registers it as abnormal. It craves the familiar stress. So the brain supplies a painful memory to restore the chemical balance. You feel the tightness, the drop in your stomach, and your body relaxes into what it recognizes. Misery becomes home. This is why positive affirmations alone fail. You are not just changing thoughts, you are breaking a biochemical habit. Until you disrupt the addiction to your own emotional signature, you will sabotage calm because it feels foreign. There is also the sunk cost trap. You have invested years into a narrative about who you are, the abandoned one, the failure, the misunderstood one. That story explains your life. If you release it, you must confront the possibility that you wasted time clinging to pain. The ego would rather stay right and miserable than admit it was wrong and move forward. Keeping the wound open justifies the years spent bleeding. As long as you are defined by what happened, you avoid responsibility for what happens next. The past becomes a shield. It protects you from risk while crushing you under its weight. But consider this: where is the past? Can you point to it? Can you hold it? The events are gone. Only neural activity in the present remains. You are reviving what no longer exists. Everything in nature flows, seasons change, cells die and regenerate. Only you attempt to freeze a moment forever. The pain you feel is friction, the universe moving forward while you resist. You are not your memories. If you woke up tomorrow with amnesia, you would still exist. You are the awareness experiencing the story, not the story itself. Yet you've watched the same film so often you believe you are the script. To move on, something must end. In biology, tissue beyond repair is isolated so the organism can survive. If dead tissue is preserved, it poisons the body. You are trying to revive a version of yourself that no longer exists. That person from years ago had different beliefs, different limitations, different neural wiring. They acted with the knowledge they had. They are gone. Stop dragging their corpse into your present. Shift perspective. When a memory surfaces, stop viewing it through your old eyes. Step outside it. Observe that younger version of you, as if watching someone else. You would not punish a child forever for touching a hot stove. You would acknowledge the lesson and move on. Extend that same detachment inward, but removing the past creates a vacuum, and the brain hates emptiness. If you don't replace the old identity with a compelling future, the old narrative returns. You cannot simply erase, you must outgrow. The reason your mind replays the past is often because your future lacks definition. Give your brain something demanding to focus on. A mission, a skill, a goal that consumes your processing power. When you are fully engaged in building something larger than your regret, the old scenes lose relevance. There is a philosophy that cuts even deeper. Love your fate, not tolerate it, not accept it, love it. Every humiliation, betrayal, and failure contributed to the person you are. Remove one event and you remove the growth forged by it. To wish the pain undone is to wish yourself different. Instead, reinterpret it as training. The mind replays what it thinks was wrong. When you decide it was necessary, the loop weakens. In the moment when the spiral begins, interrupt it physically. Move, change posture, alter your breathing, break the pattern before it hardens. Then rewrite the narrative. Each time the memory surfaces, extract the lesson instead of rehearsing the loss. Train your brain to associate the event with growth rather than damage. And remember this: you are mortal. So is everyone involved in your memories. In the scale of time, your embarrassment is dust. Every minute spent replaying old scenes is a minute stolen from the only life you have left. Letting go feels strange at first because drama is stimulating. Peace is quiet. Without the identity of the wounded one, you are left with responsibility. No more excuses, no more rearview mirror explanations, just the present, waiting for action. So when the night comes and the projector flickers on, ask yourself, am I replaying this because it still matters, or because I don't know who I am without it? The past is not holding you hostage. You are keeping it alive, and you can stop